all the time I hear people say they said no right when I got to the door. I mean, I think that's probably why most people don't like going door to door, and that's why you have job security. I think it's also why you see some people just not make it, and other people do fantastic. I have this guy in training right now. He just got out of training and he's on the field. So I was kind of nervous. I was kind of nervous about him because he seemed kind of nervous. He's out there in the field and he's not really wanting to talk to customers, and it's kind of not registering with him. And he has the script down well, but he's shaky. And every time that he pitches me, which I've been told I'm intimidating, it's not because I'm intimidating at all. It's because it's intimidating to pitch the person that taught you the pitch. So, anyways, this guy gets out on the field, and he says to me the other day, he's about to go on his first day on his own, and he's like, I'm really, really confident. I said, really? Where the hell did that come from? I'm happy to hear that. So he gets out there, and, I said to his manager, I said, well, call him and see, how he's doing, because I want to make sure that he's not ready to quit or anything like that he's not getting beat up too bad out there. So he texts me back, and he goes, I don't need to call him. He just told me he got one already. Okay. I said, fantastic. At the end of the day, the guy had more leads than anybody else on that entire crew, and it had to do with breaking down the barriers of nervousness. Okay. So a lot of people, he's a real nice guy. He just gives off a good aura, a very calming aura. We got another guy, he used to be a pastor. I mean, this guy comforts people, Another guy was in HR. He understands people, very analytical, and he gets it. So, the point being is that there's a number of things that you can do to make the beginning of the pitch more, less difficult, more easy. Okay, and that's really what we intend to do. When we go out there and we're knocking on these doors over and over again, as you can imagine, it gets pretty mentally taxing. I mean, I've had many breaks where I've just been like, what am I doing? Can I do this? And you always just got to tell yourself, yeah, I've done it a million times, but it's easier said than done. So I'll tell you, there's 8 little things that you can do, little tricks that you can do to make it easier for you going up to the door. So I'm talking 8 different things that you can do before you even get to the door. So bear with me, because some of these things sound kind of silly. They do. Okay, the first one, as a matter of fact, is walk fast. So you're going, what the hell does that have to do with me getting up to the door? It really doesn't in a lot of ways. But, you ever been driving down the street and you see that person that's just kind of, mowing along across the street? And you're going, what the hell? Move your ass. Go faster, go faster, go faster. And you want to hit them with your car? Yeah, well, when you're walking through a neighborhood and you're on your phone texting and you're not paying attention and you're going all slow and stuff like that, I guarantee you that half the people driving by are wondering, who is this person in the neighborhood, and they're not supposed to belong here. They don't belong here. That's what they're thinking when you're at their house, or when you're walking up to the house. And that's not exactly what you want them thinking. Okay, so walk fast, and you'll hit more doors too. That's a key to this job. I've always heard, I've always said rather, luck is when skill meets opportunity. Somebody told me that a long time ago. So you have the skill part down, you need more opportunity. On average, if you're walking fast at a normal pace, a good pace, then you're going to knock 20 more doors than the average person each day. That's beneficial to you. You have 20% more chance than anybody else out there that's walking slower than you. So keep that in mind. Second, so that's number 1, walk fast. Number 2 is wave to everybody that you see. Of course, unless you're on a main road, you're not going to want to just keep your hand up and just like Princess Diana, But unless you're on a main road, then wave to the people that are driving by in the neighborhood. Look at these people live there. They live in the neighborhood. They're driving by and they're going, who's that? Who's that? I've never seen them before. In fact, the best way to get the cops called on you is not doing this. Okay, so wave to everybody that you see. And there's a second reason for that too. Okay, when you go up to the door and you've waved to them and you said, "Hey, how's it going?" When they're driving by, they know your enthusiasm and they like it. Okay, now it's no secret too, and this is something that I've seen people struggle with forever. When you walk up to someone's front door, there's going to be usually 2 windows on the sides of the doors, okay? And there's going to maybe a big window here, something like that, like a bay window. And the point is that you can see inside of their house and they can see you. That's no secret, okay? You're not, ducking and trying to see into their windows and stuff like that, but they can see you and you can see them. That's no secret, okay? The worst thing that I've seen people do is knock on the door and then turn around. Why? Because, A, you look awkward as hell. What the hell are you looking at up in the sky, okay? B, I don't know about you, but someone knocks on my door and I see them turn around. I look out, I go, oh, shit, I hide behind the wall. They haven't seen me, have they? Okay, good. You know, so I mean, with those two things combined, that's enough reason right there to wave to people. When they're walking up to the door, they see you, you see them. Get excited, get enthusiastic. They're either going to be answering the door going, "Who the heck is this?" or "Who the heck is this?" You know, and they're either going to be happy or they're going to be pissed. And it's a lot easier to talk to the person after you said, "Hey, how's it going?" Now, I've never been a fan, by the way, too, of saying "How's it going" to people. Okay, because it's a disingenuous just thing that you say to people as you're walking down the street, okay? But what I'm saying is they can't hear you, okay? You're mouthing it, all right? Hey, how's it going? You know, and they might be able to, you're yelling at you, and they might be able to hear, but it's just to get them to smile. You put on the big smile, hey, how's it going? And they can't help but be happy that they're talking to you, okay? So that's number 2, wave to everybody that you see, okay? Number 3 would be knock friendly. Again. Or, I mean, I've had people do everything. I've had people do like the Nickelodeon beat. Nick. Have people do like the Mario theme. I mean, there's some talented knockers out there that can do all kinds of stuff with knocking on the doors. Why? Because they will come if they hear you. Ring the doorbell first. That should be an obvious, I think. Ring the doorbell first if you can. But a lot of times these older houses, doorbells don't work. They don't have a doorbell. And you're going to have to knock. And the system that we use in our department is ring, wait 10 seconds. If you don't hear anybody, then you knock on the door, knock on the side panel of the door, and knock loud. If they hear you, they will come. Okay? No, you don't want to sound like a cop. Bang, 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 bang. You don't want to scare them. Okay? But if they hear you, they will come. When you go up to a $500,000, 4,000 square foot house, and they're in the backyard, or they're not going to hear you. They're not going to hear you if you're. So knock loud, but knock fun. Okay. I've had people come to the door and say, "Hey, you sound like I thought that was my father. That's how he always knocks." Smile on their face, and I book the people that way. It changes their first impression of you. I would call it not even the zero impression of you. It changes the impression of you before you even get to give your first impression. Now, in this job, you can't ask for much more than that. I mean, that's great. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, eye contact. Eye contact is people trust eye contact. People they might put too much into it, but eye contact is associated with confidence. And when you can't keep eye contact, now don't be awkward, okay? There's parts where you break from the eye contact, but you do that under your control. So when you go look up at the windows or whatever you're selling, windows, patio door, we just did a job on Mr. John's house, Miss house, whatever. Then you're taking your eyes away and you're pointing to it. You want them to divert their attention, but then boom, straight back to you, right? Okay. So keep that eye contact. Look away briefly if you want, but keep that eye contact. Okay. Eye contact, again, is associated with trust, and it will help you win the customer's mind, heart, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Speak with authority is the next one. Raise your voice. You don't have to yell, but I tell you, I have been told a million times, shh, shh, the baby's sleeping, shh. And I love it. I love being told that. Okay, I'm totally fine with it. Right? You're not screaming at the person, but you're projecting your voice. Now, the reason is for a couple different reasons. Number 1, they need to hear you loud and clear. Slow, with a voice inflection, and you're speaking with authority, I call it, because they're going to want to listen to that. They're not going to, you're speaking like this, or you're talking very monotone and they're not going to want to listen to that. They will want to listen to you. Pause. Speak with authority. And raise your voice. Use your voice and use your hands. Okay? Use your body language. That's important. Okay? They want that. They get that. It drives them. Okay? So speak with authority. Raise your voice. Speak like you're speaking in front of a crowd of a bunch of people, trying to get a point across. Dale Carnegie, one of the things that he used to do in his classes, if you don't know who that is, by the way, and look him up, then you shouldn't even be on this video. You should be reading that book right now, How to Win Friends and Influence People. He was teaching classes in the 1930s, 1920s, 1910s to people who wanted to learn how to deal with people. And one of the things that he would do is he'd make people pick a category or a subject that they really were passionate about. Maybe even that's something that pissed them off. And the reason is because it would help them project their voice, and it would help them talk better, talk in front of people with more confidence. So speak with authority. Stand up straight. Every movie that you've ever seen, every movie, cartoon, whatever, with a nerd in it, they're always crouched over, right? They're making a force field, okay? Yeah, you look like a pussy. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't look good, okay? So you don't want to be, up there with your force field around you. You ever see Rocko's Modern Life? Look up Rocko's Modern Life. This guy named Dilbert, he's a turtle, okay? And he's got this shell, and it's his force field, and it pushes him over. And you can tell he's the nerdy character. He's got the big glasses and so on and so forth. That's what he is. He gets picked on a lot. That's what he is. That's what you look like when you're crouching. Stand up straight, okay? Speak with authority and have a conversation with the person. You are an advisor to them. You're teaching them something, okay? If you want to hold, if as a 26-year-old or 22-year-old, 20-year-old, or someone just out of college or someone just out of high school, whatever age you are, you want to hold authority over that 55-year-old person, okay, then you're going to have to do some of these things. You're going to have to man up and do some of these things, even if you're not comfortable with it. Okay, so that would be what, number 5? I don't even know what number we're on anymore, okay? But eye contact, speaking with authority, standing up straight, okay? Next, you have the handshake, okay? I've lost what number we're on. Again, I'm just going to go through the stuff that I do. Now, at this point, the handshake's very important. But it's very important that you know what to do with the handshake. If there's an old lady hiding behind her glass, then yeah, try to get her outside, but do not force her to give you a handshake. She will be freaked out by you. It will be too intimidating for her. Now, I use the handshake as a maneuvering tactic because I get close to the door, closer than I hear most people say. Okay, say you should. But I like it. I like the very personal conversation. I do very well with what I do. I do very, very well with what I do. I mean, I do better than most people that I've seen out there. I've seen these consultants out there, these people that are making $24 million a year, doing whatever they're doing, scamming companies, all this kind of bullshit. I do much better than them when I'm out there on the road. That's not because I've had experience before I work for this company. That's simply because I try hard and I document what I need to do. So whenever I make a mistake, I know I made the mistake and I fix it. That's what life's about. That's what I found, and I found out the hard way too many times. That being said, that's why I'm trying to teach you now before you have to find out the hard way yourself. Okay? So I don't care what anybody says. Get close to the person. Not too close. You don't want to be offensive with your breath or anything like that, but get close enough to where you can have a one-on-one conversation as if you are, again, an advisor or friend to them. You're not a marketer. You're not a salesperson. Okay? Way too many people take too much pride in the salesperson title. Okay? You are an advisor. You are there to teach them. You're there to help them. That's what you're there to do. Okay? So when you get up there, if it's someone they step out and this is my territory, give them a handshake. Okay, you're saying I respect your territory, but I'm going to do my thing. Okay? The strength of the handshake can be somewhat important, but don't try to break their hand either. You're going to make yourself look bad. Okay? If you want to project strength, then simply put your hand over their hand when you go to shake the hand. So when you go to shake the hand, you have the upward position on them. If you watch any of these body language videos or anything like that, that's what they'll tell you to do, over strength and grabbing their hand and breaking it, okay? Don't break these old ladies' hands or anything like that, okay? By the way, too, have fun out there. I mean, that's the next thing I could say is have fun, be bubbly, high five old ladies, hug old men, hug old ladies, do whatever you want to do, say what you want to say, have fun, be crazy. That's what I do. Anybody that has ever worked with me can tell you that they've had a good time. I'll tell you one time I walked up to this lady's house and I was just messing with people all day and we were having a great day. We were having a total ball out there. I don't think I've had as much fun at work in my life. And I walk up to this lady's house and for some reason I don't know. She said her name was Janet and I said, that's my mother's name. And then I said, that sounds really cliches. And I said, and my aunt's name. And I'm like, well, what's going out of your mouth right now? Why would your aunt and your mother be named the same thing? So then the next thing that I said out of my mouth was, yeah, my grandmother was an alcoholic. And the lady just started dying laughing. And I don't even know why I said it, but it was funny and it worked. And we booked the lady for an appointment. So have fun out there. Be serious about your appointments. Have fun out there. But again, walk fast. Wave to everybody that you see. Oh, the last one was smile all the time. The entire pitch, smile. Not awkwardly, but just smile. Have it like you're having a good time out there. If you're really having a good time, then you can smile and you can talk at the same time. Okay? So again, All right. Walk fast. All right, let's count them up here. Okay, walk fast. Wave to everybody that you see. Knock friendly. Stand up straight or eye contact. Whichever one you want to put first, but eye contact, stand up straight, okay? If I didn't say it already, speak with authority, handshake, and smile, okay? That sounds like about it. Okay, have fun is the biggest thing, though. Have fun up there. It's a fun job if you make it fun, I can assure you of that, okay? Take advantage of your time. Do what you have to do. Take advantage of your time. Take advantage of the people that you have out there. Talk to the mailman. Talk to anybody you see. Just a couple little tips in there. But have fun more than anything. Thank you guys again.